Hello everyone. So today we'll be looking into this SQL query. So we have to find the maximum and minimum values of each set of continuous values for each group. So let me understand what this means. So we have this input table where you can see two columns, group ID and consecutive. So what this consecutive means that within this group A we can see that this values 1, 2, 3 are continuous. Then there is the value 4 is not present, hence this consecutive set of values ends here. So this is one consecutive set within group A. Then when we move ahead we can see 5 and 6, then again 7 is not there. So within group A this 5 and 6, these are second consecutive set of values, and similarly this 8 and 9. So within group ID A, this is the third consecutive set of values. So 1, 2, 3, these are consecutive values. So this is one consecutive set of values within group A. This is second, this is third. Similarly for B there is just one value, and for C 1, 2, 3. So these are consecutive values. So what output we have to print? We have to print something like this. So group A minimum and maximum. This column will be group ID. Okay, and group ID for A, minimum value is 1, maximum is 3. Then again for group A, minimum value is 5, maximum is 6, and again for A, minimum value is 8 and maximum value is 9. So I hope you are able to understand that for group A, this is first set of consecutive values 1, 2, 3. So minimum is 1, maximum is 3. Similarly for this group, this set, minimum is 5, maximum is 6, and for this one minimum is 8, maximum is 9. Then for B there is just one value, so 11 will come. And for C again the minimum value is 1 and maximum is 3. Okay, so this kind of output we have to print here. Okay, so now let's try to see how we can solve this kind of query. So if we just have a look at this input table, we have to see whether the values are continuous or not. And then we will break those sets into different sets within each group. So the first thing that we have to do is, in such kind of question there is one specific method of doing this. Of course there will be different methods, but there is one way of doing this. So how we can do is, let's first select all the columns and then create row numbers for all these consecutive values and within each group. So what we have to do, row number over partition by group, because we have to decide based on each group ID. So we have to group by partition by group ID and order by consecutive. Okay, let me name this as RN. We just run this. Let me select the input table sequence. So we can see that for this group A we are doing the partition by this group ID. So within this group A we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values are there. So these are just row numbers which are generated. Again for B 1 and for C 1, 2, 3. So partition by group ID and order by this consecutive. So far just we generated the row number. Now what we will do, we will subtract this consecutive and row number. So what will happen when these values are consecutive, the row number is anyway consecutive. So when the values are consecutive, the row number are consecutive, the difference will be same for these three rows. The difference will be same for these two rows, and again for these two rows. So let me show you what I am trying to explain. So this row number we generated, then we will subtract consecutive minus this row number that we generated, and I will name it as diff. Now let's see what happens. So these two columns were already there, row number we generated. Now we are doing the difference of these two columns, consecutive minus RN. So 1 minus 1 0, 2 minus 1 2 minus 2 0, 3 minus 3 0. So these three zeros are coming, that means these three numbers are consecutive, which represents one set of consecutive values. Then for 5 and 6, the row number are still consecutive, but this values has one break, 4 is absent, so that's why difference is now 1. So these two are another set of consecutive values, but these two sets are different. Why these two sets are different? Because here the difference is 0, here the difference is 1. So this means that these 5 rows are not consecutive within itself, these 3 are consecutive, these 2 are consecutive. Similarly this 8 and 9, so 7 is absent, so hence now this difference is 2. So now we are getting 3 groups of consecutive values within group A, or we can say 3 set of consecutive values within group A. So this is the first set, this is the second set, and this is the third set. Similarly for B we just have one row, and for C one consecutive set. Okay, so now we got all the important things. Now we just have to create the output in this manner, which will be very easy now if you are able to understand. So this thing we will put in CTE. Okay, and what we will do, we will just select group ID difference, and now based on this group ID and difference we have to find the maximum and minimum of consecutive. Similarly it will be an aggregate function, we will do minimum of consecutive and maximum of consecutive from CTE and group by group ID and diff. So let's see what it is giving. Okay, so for A, 1 is the minimum value, 1 order by group ID. Okay, so for A, minimum is 1, maximum is 3. So this is first set of consecutive values, so minimum is 1, maximum is 3. This is second set, minimum 5, maximum 6. This is third set, minimum 8 and 9. For B just one record, and for C 1 and 3. So this is what we wanted. Now we can remove this diff column also, we don't need this, and we will name this as minimum consecutive and this as maximum consecutive. And now if I run this, you will get the required output that we wanted in this format. Okay, for A we have 3 values, 1 3 5 6 8 9. For B 11 11, and for C 1 and 3. So we can add any kind of sequential values in this table. This query will work and will give the correct output for whatever set of values we enter. So the main thing that we have to understand is we created the row number doing a partition by on this group ID, and then we are finding the difference of this consecutive column and the row number. Once that is done, then we can find whatever output we want. Along with this we can also find the number of consecutive values. What we can do, just put a count star and name this as count of consecutive. So this will give us how many values are there in this consecutive set. So here 1 2 3, so 3 values, 5 and 6 2 values, 8 and 9 2 values. This is just one value, and 1 2 3 3 values. So we are already doing group by, so we found out the count star also, which gives us the number of consecutive values in that particular set. So I hope you are able to understand this query. Thanks for watching this video.